Hi honeybees! Today I'm going to be talking all about my upcoming wedding and wedding planning and just giving you some details because I've noticed that many of you have been asking in the comments about the wedding and asking if I'm ever going to do a wedding video, and so I decided today's the day. I don't post a lot about it on the vlog. Like, I'll tell you guys when I'm going to different appointments and stuff, but I don't share a ton about it on the vlogs just in case people don't want to hear about the wedding stuff. So let's go ahead and get right into it. We actually have accomplished quite a bit so far. Our wedding is going to be November the 3rd of this year, and we're getting married at a venue that's really Tuscan, like a Tuscan villa. It's really, really pretty. It's going to be the reception as well as the ceremony will be in the same place. And because it has that more Tuscan, rustic villa look, the theme of our wedding is a little bit more rustic. And a lot of the elements are things that we can use in our new home, since our home will be more farmhouse. So I kind of kept that in mind when picking up different pieces here and there, being mindful like, okay, we can use this in our new home and kind of double purpose it. So keep that in mind as we go through this. So to stay organized, I've mostly just been using theknot.com, and this is not sponsored in any regard. None of the things I talk about today are sponsored. But I have been using the Knot to stay organized and to stay up to date on what I need to do each month on my checklist. And they do have an app. I'm just pulling it up right now so I can remember all the different things to share with you guys. So like one of the first things that we decided on was the venue, which I just told you is like really, really beautiful. It has iron gates and stone details and flowers everywhere, like really beautiful greenery everywhere. Where we're having our ceremony, there's a big beautiful fireplace that we will be decorating with candles and flowers, and I have these really beautiful lanterns. I'll try and insert a picture of what's kind of similar to the lanterns that we have. They're in storage right now, so I can't show you here on the video, but just so you guys can kind of get an idea of what I'm talking about. And the ceremony will be outside, and then the reception, our cocktail hour, is like high top tables, and it's in a really beautiful indoor area with another fireplace and like these beautiful chandeliers. So yeah, that's the first thing we picked. Our photographer was the second thing. So the photographer was super important to me because I have a photography background. I've personally done photo shoots on many occasions when I wasn't, this was prior to me doing YouTube, and I still do them every once in a while for people like senior portraits or engagement shoots. I don't really do weddings because they're really stressful. I give a lot of credit to any wedding photographers out there because it's kind of stressful to make sure you're capturing that wonderful moment that people can look at, you know, for the rest of their lives. And every bride and groom has like a certain idea of how they want their pictures to turn out. So when I looked through, I searched on Instagram, on theknot.com, so many different places where for photographers, and the photographer that we ended up picking, she knew me through Instagram. I don't know if it was through Instagram or YouTube, and she gave us a really, really great deal. And I know it's crazy because she is Seattle based, so it is a little crazy to be like, why the heck didn't you pick someone in Arizona? There's, you know, so many great photographers. I just really loved her work, and the deal that she gave us was awesome, so we decided to go with her. Her name is Betty Globa, and I'll make sure to link her Instagram down below. If you guys have been following me previous to this video, then you've seen some of the engagement photos. I will insert some right now so you guys can get a better look at all of them. But I posted a few on Instagram. I posted a few here on my channel and talked about us going to do those photos in Seattle. And that was a really nice little mini getaway for Chris and I. Wedding planning is, you know, it can be stressful, and it's a lot of money and that causes stress. I'm planning this wedding on my own. My mom is helping me quite a bit as well in regards to wedding planning, but I don't have like a coordinator or a wedding planner. So that's why you don't see me as often here on YouTube, is because, you know, I have a full-time job now. I have, you know, Gavin, who's 13, and Chris now living with me, and plus wedding planning. So a lot of my free time is taken up by that. I'm loving it, don't get me wrong, but that is a factor. So we already took our engagement pictures and they turned out absolutely gorgeous. I'm so excited for the wedding. I know she's going to do an incredible job. So that was the second thing that we accomplished. As you guys did see in the vlog, that I went to Uptown Bridal and Boutique for my wedding dress. And I did end up picking out my wedding dress. I'm not going to tell you about it here because I know Chris might watch this video. But I did also pick out my veil and accessories while I was there. And my dress is already ready to be picked up. I'm going to be going back May the 10th to try it on, make sure everything looks good, and then obviously get alterations if that's needed, which I'm sure it will be. Because of the shape of my body, I'm smaller, not smaller in the bust, but like smaller up top. Like my waist is smaller, up here is smaller, but then I carry a lot of my weight like in my hips and legs. So the bottom part, and it is more of like it's more fitted, you know, to here. So that's the only part that I'm like concerned about, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So I have picked out my dress and I absolutely love it. It definitely goes along with the theme of our venue very well. I wanted to feel like a Spanish princess. For those of you that don't know, I'm Spanish Italian, so this venue is very reminiscent of that. My grandparents, okay, I'm gonna say this real quick because I don't want to cry. My grandparents, my grandpa and grandma, who you guys, if you've been following me for a while, saw quite often here on my channel, they are no longer here with us. I know they will be there in spirit and up in heaven watching my wedding, but I just feel like my grandpa especially would have loved this venue, and I think that my grandma will love my dress and veil, and we totally cried when I tried on the dress, my mom and I, at the boutique, or she cried more than I did. I was really trying to hold it together, but because we knew that she would loved it too. So we are gonna incorporate some special element in the wedding, like save us 2 seats for them and have like something commemorating, you know, if they could be here, they would kind of fit maybe a picture of them. I don't know yet. We haven't picked that out yet, but that'll be something that's important to me. So we did also pick our DJ and our lighting for the reception, but for the ceremony we will be having a harpist, and they will play in the ceremony and also in the cocktail hour. So I'm really excited about that. I just went to the florist appointment yesterday, and so we do have someone locked down for the flowers. I totally forgot to tell you guys our wedding colors. So they're going to be blush, burgundy, and like a white kind of in the flowers, but mostly it's going to be burgundy and blush everywhere else. So the flowers are going to be mostly like roses and like smaller bud roses, bigger heart, double heart roses in the burgundy, and there will be some like greenery in there too. I'm going to insert a picture to kind of give you an idea of what it's going to be, but I'm also going to have these, where are they on my dress? There's one right there. I don't know, I never know how to say this flower. Emily, whatever. I'm going to put it right here. I'll insert a picture. These flowers have, for years, I can't even tell you, probably over 10 years ago, I said I wanted those flowers in my wedding. So I still love those, and they're not super common to see at like the grocery store or anything like that. They're like a flower that you're not going to see super often, but I think they have become more and more popular at weddings over the years, but I wanted them for as long as I can remember at my wedding. So those will be incorporated in the bouquets as well. And then the boys will have little boutonnieres of, Chris will have a larger rose and two smaller roses, and then the boys will just have one rose. Very classic for the guys. The moms will have corsages, and we also are getting little boutonnieres for the fathers as well. Gavin will also get one too. We also picked our videographer, and that was the hardest. Also one of the most expensive things. So I just locked that in recently, and they're awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see the video. So you will get to see some video footage probably a month or so after, once they give it to me, but I will post our wedding video here on my channel so you guys can see it. We did lock in our officiant, and he's amazing. His name is Phil, and he went over the whole ceremony with us, and I almost started tearing up. To be honest, you guys, I really didn't think I was gonna cry at the wedding, but I think I might now after hearing all of that. So we have that locked down. We have the lighting locked down. So I don't have a picture of it, but we are gonna have like uplighting in like a very light, almost whitish pink, like very light pink. And then our names are gonna be above where our sweetheart table is. I'll insert a picture of like what I'm thinking for our sweetheart table. Like there's gonna be your Mr. and Miss like in the front with the flowers from the ceremony in the front of our sweetheart table. On the back of our chairs, we're gonna have like a little Mr. and Miss kind of, or bride and groom sign on the back of the chairs. For detail things I'm purchasing for the wedding, I'm getting at Home Goods, Hobby Lobby, and Etsy. A lot of things are in my cart on Etsy, but I haven't purchased yet, so I'll try to insert pictures here and there. But I did want to show you this sign that we're going to put in front of where the ceremony is going to be. We did not want people to pick sides, like groom side, bride side. I think that's just, I believe in traditional elements of a wedding, but that's kind of outdated in my opinion. So I got this sign from Hobby Lobby. It says, "Pick a seat, not a side. You're loved by both the groom and bride," and it's in the shape of a heart. And as you can see, it's like on the back is wood, so it's goes with our theme of more of like a rustic look. So that's one thing. I'm gonna insert a picture of the frames that I found at Home Goods. I think I did show you guys on a vlog when Mama B was with me, but those frames are gonna be for our table numbers. And then we have these really beautiful, they almost look like windows. They're going to be where we put all the labels of like table 1 with all the names, table 2 with all the names. That's going to be in the reception area. And then for our centerpieces, the venue we're going to have like centerpiece kind of holders that they provide to us. So we have this really beautiful, almost like silver candelabra in the center, and it's up pretty high. And then the flowers are going to be in a circular shape on the top of that. We're going to have about 8 tables. We're trying to keep it under 50, around 50 people. Right now I think we're at 53. So we're trying to keep it around 50. It's a smaller, intimate wedding, and that's how we wanted it. I do have some family coming in from New Jersey, but most of Chris's family lives here in Arizona, so it works out really great for him. Trying to think if there's any other elements that I'm forgetting to share with you guys, but a lot of people, I don't know why this is like an area of concern for people, but a lot of people were asking me if Kristen Game is one of my bridesmaids. Me and her consider each other sisters. I love her to death. She will be invited to my wedding, her and Bob, but she was in town visiting with me when I had my dress fitting, so that's why she was there, but she is not one of my bridesmaids. So I have 2 bridesmaids and a maid of honor. Chris has a best man and 2 groomsmen. The children are not in the wedding for reasons that I don't need to discuss here, but a few of you asked me if like Gavin and Lexi will be in the wedding. No, they will not, but Gavin will have a special role in our wedding. I do have a flower girl, but not a ring bearer. And the flower girl is my best friend Eliana, who's my maid of honor. It's her daughter Mila. You guys have seen her here on the vlog. She is, oh my gosh, I love her so much. So I'm so happy she's going to be in the wedding. And then my good friend Joan and my good friend Aubrey are my bridesmaids. And we did just recently pick out their dresses. I will insert pictures right here. I feel like the picture I took doesn't give them justice. So the one that Aubrey and Joan's going to be wearing, and they will be in burgundy, has like tulle that goes like straps around their neck here and goes down, and it's a beautiful kind of satin material underneath that kind of is sweetheart here and goes down, and super flowy, super feminine, and really beautiful. I loved it on her. Aubrey was the one that had tried it on for us to see, and it was beautiful and very whimsical and romantic, and that's a big part of our wedding, is just very that kind of theme. And then I wanted Eliana to be a little bit different, seeing that as she was my maid of honor, or is my maid of honor. So hers is like a sweetheart cut, strapless, and has like a crisscross of the tulle going like down under the breast. I'll just insert a picture so you guys can see. Hers will also be in burgundy. And we still need to do Chris's tuxedo or suit and the boys. So that we'll probably be doing that in about a month here, just to kind of wrap all those elements up. So like I said, we've definitely gotten a lot locked down and done a lot. Yeah. So Chris and I definitely still need to do a Q&A with you guys. So I'll for sure try and get that filmed next weekend. So if you have further questions about the wedding or anything, please leave them down below in this video, because this is the video that I'm going to resort back to when we film the video so that all the questions are in one place. So if you asked us a question prior, I do believe I have it saved on my phone, but just in case, can you post it down below? Because that'll be super easy for us to answer the questions that way. I hope you guys enjoyed getting a little look inside our wedding details and our planning. If you have any suggestions for us or any ideas, always feel free to share. I would love to hear. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.